Ayo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the Rap Plugg, your one-stop spot for all the real talk and hard-hitting news straight out of the rap game in the US. Before we dive into this wild chapter from Memphis, let me drop a quick plug. If you're on the hunt for some hot, head-nodding beats to fuel your next release, check out the BeatStars link in the description below. Now, sit tight and let's break down this crazy saga. The beef between Moneybagg Yo and Big 30 has been smoldering for years. A long-running feud that never truly died, only to burst back into flames when the streets thought it was cooling off. Just as everyone believed that the rivalry had been put to bed, the heat came back with a vengeance. Shots were exchanged, and bodies ended up on the pavement. In July 2024, Big 30 came through with a brand new diss track aimed squarely at Moneybagg Yo, and he wasn't holding back. Big 30 went off on Moneybagg, claiming that he never really had his hands dirty in the streets. "RS, you don't even hurt people, boy. You Noki livin'," he spat, referring to his cousin Noki, a key figure in this saga. Back in the day, Moneybagg Yo and Big 30 were linked up, and even Noki had signed on to Moneybagg's label. Despite the affiliation, Noki was still all about that street life, which ultimately led to his tragic demise in January 2022. After Noki got taken out, Big 30 didn't hold back. On his track Noki Livin', he rapped, "30 the murder man, I'ma send shots at your fitted. I better not drop a bag on one, cause everybody gonna get it." The message was clear. Big 30 was grieving, angry, and ready to let the world know that loyalty in the streets is everything. He threw more heat at Moneybagg Yo for supposedly fronting on being tight with Noki, noting that Moneybagg wasn't even present at the funeral. "You ain't no stand-up guy no more, just a yes man glued to your clique," he rapped, cutting deep. Not one to be outdone, Moneybagg Yo clapped back hard. He recalled how he had once given Big 30 jewelry, a token that was meant to symbolize trust and respect, but Big 30 twisted it into a diss. "I figured out why you left me, but why you lying on me? You gave me jewelry off your body, and I still paid it back?" Moneybagg fired back in his verse. As the feud escalated, each track became a battlefield where every lyric was a bullet, and every rhyme was aimed to expose the other's weaknesses. Moneybagg even denied the rumors swirling around about him getting plastic surgery, stating that he works out hard enough that he doesn't need a doc to redo his face. In his eyes, the only cosmetic procedure he trusts is staying true to his natural grind. This isn't just about clout, it's about respect, legacy, and who really holds the power in these streets. Big 30 accused Moneybagg Yo of riding on the coattails of street respect rather than earning it. He insinuated that Moneybagg only signed up some artists from his own hood to build a shield against rivals, and that his hustle was more about flash than substance. The narrative goes deeper than just personal insults. It's a reflection of the long, tangled history of Memphis street politics. Moneybagg Yo rose up on the south side of Memphis, hustling hard from a young age. As he began rapping on the side, he soon realized that to survive in these streets, you had to switch up your game. After a near-death experience where some ops nearly ended his life, Moneybagg flipped the script and went all in on the rap game. By dropping mixtapes independently, he quickly built a name for himself. Right around the same time, Yo Gotti was already a heavyweight in Memphis. Even though Yo Gotti hailed from the north side, where rivalries had festered for decades with the south, he still saw potential in Moneybagg and signed him to his CMG label. This alliance, however, stirred up major drama. Moneybagg's original crew, Young Mob, wasn't having it. They had long-standing beef with Yo Gotti, a rivalry dating back years. When Moneybagg aligned himself with CMG, he found himself caught in the crossfire of these ancient grudges. On top of that, Moneybagg's connection with Young Dolph further complicated the scene. Young Dolph, who had his own beef with Yo Gotti, even gave Moneybagg a free feature when he was just starting out. But loyalty in these streets is as fleeting as a beat drop. When tensions rose, even close homies weren't immune to betrayal. The situation spiraled out of control as more names were dropped and more lives were claimed. Big 30's cousin Noki, who was once seen as a rising figure in the scene, ended up getting caught in the crossfire. His death not only shattered his family but also ignited further tensions between the factions. Big 30's verses turned into tributes, laced with anger, where every bar dripped with pain and accusations. Moneybagg Yo, on the other hand, was painted as someone who switched lanes for protection rather than loyalty, a move that didn't sit well with those who lived by the code of the streets. The conflict also started weaving into the fabric of other feuds. There are rumors that the beef between Moneybagg Yo and Big 30 was even connected to the murder of young Dolph back in 2021, a killing that left a mark on the entire Memphis rap community. Some alleged that the intricate web of alliances and betrayals stretching from Young Mob to True La Mafia was so convoluted that it was nearly impossible to untangle who was truly on whose side. Every diss track, every social media post, every offhand remark in an interview added another layer to the drama. Big 30 didn't stop at music. He took to social media to hurl more insults, calling Moneybagg a clout chaser and questioning his street credentials. Moneybagg, in return, retorted that Big 30's whole rep was built on copying trends and riding on the coattails of bigger names, suggesting that even his style was nothing more than a mimicry of Lil Baby's hustle. The verbal sparring turned personal, with both sides digging into their pasts, exposing old wounds and long-held grudges. As the feud deepened, it wasn't just about music or money, it became a full-on street war. Allegiances shifted like the bass in a subwoofer, and every move on social media sent ripples through Memphis. The city, known for its vibrant culture and rich musical heritage, was now a powder keg of emotions, loyalties, and bitter rivalries. In every diss and every line, there was a story of lost homies, broken promises, and a code that few were willing to uphold anymore. In the end, the saga of Moneybagg Yo versus Big 30 is more than just a headline. It's a glimpse into the real, raw realities of life on the streets of Memphis. It's a reminder that in this game, every alliance is temporary, every friendship is tested, and the truth is often buried beneath layers of pain and betrayal. Only time will tell if these two can ever bury the hatchet before more lives are lost. Stay tuned to the Rap Plugg for more updates on this ever-evolving story, and remember, if you're looking for those scorching beats to set your next track on fire, hit up that BeatStars link in the description. Until next time, keep your head up, stay real, and let the music speak for itself. Peace and respect, always.